Hello and welcome to Serious Sentiments. I am Johnny Kane, and today's video is going to focus on the NCAA championship game between Virginia and Texas Tech. And my serious sentiment about this game is I couldn't give two dog poops about the winner. I have watched no more than one game of the whole tournament. It was the Gophers' first game, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, who won over Louisville, and then I didn't think they'd win the next game. I didn't even watch it. And they lost, and then I haven't watched anything since. But who would have thought? And a few people did think that Virginia would get to the championship game, but not many, but some did, and they had a good year, and no problem with them, and no problem with Texas Tech. My problem is, if Virginia wins this game, and the game's going to start in about 30 minutes here in Minneapolis, if Virginia wins, here's my debate. You know that the governor of Virginia, Ralph Northam, the blackface Ku Klux Klanner, who survived his scandal in Virginia because he's a Democrat, and of course he's the greatest person in the world, and Democrats can do mass murder, and they're still awesome because they're not a Republican. Those Republicans are dirty, rotten, low-down, stinking bastards. And I would rather have Putin or Mao or Kim Jong-un or somebody run this country than a Republican. Arr, I hate them. Well, here's my question. So Ralph Northam survived the scandal of his racism, and he's been betting with other governors, like the North Carolina governor in their game with Virginia, and he got a beer, of course. Remember, he was holding a beer with his blackface picture. So, yeah, he won some beer from the North Carolina governor. Whoa. So if Virginia wins, is Ralph Northam going to take center stage with the lieutenant governor who has his sexual assault problems going on? He survived everything too. There's not round-the-clock coverage of his accusers sitting in front of a panel being grilled and loved by one side and, grilled by the other. The other side loved. The Judge Kavanaugh accusers loved him. The Democrats loved him. And in the lieutenant governor's case, nothing. Nah. Okay, then you had the Attorney General of Virginia also admitting to being in blackface back in the 80s. Okay, so if Virginia wins, the governor is going to take center stage with the team. He's going to be seen in photo ops. He's going to be seen, with the team and everything. He'll think it's, it'll be historic for Virginia. That they'll always remember that they won the championship in 2019, and Ralph Northam was the governor. So when the team of Virginia decides if they win, well, do we want to be seen in pictures? Because a lot of them are African-American. Do we want to be seen in pictures with Ralph Northam and the lieutenant governor? Because if they win, they will get invited to the White House, right? Will they rather choose? I can't say the makeup of the Virginia team. Maybe I'd say 60% black, 50%. It shouldn't matter. Trump does great work for all Americans. So will they decline the White House visit, because I can't have me standing next to Trump, and go with Northam? Like, do the visit with Northam and not the Trump one? My guess is this. My guess is, God, this is a tough one. I don't think the players will want to be seen with Ralph Northam. I think Northam will force himself into the picture with them somehow. With Trump, if Virginia wins over Texas Tech tonight, I say 5 or 6 or 7 people go to the White House, like assistant coaches, a few players, blah, blah, blah. That's so wrong. Can't you see what I'm saying here? These black players would rather be seen with a known racist who's a Democrat than a Republican where there's alleged racism talk about how he is and what he does. Alleged. Nothing concrete. I've never seen any evidence that Trump ever did anything that is actually racist. And I'm not talking about his ex-rat piece of shit lawyer Cohen saying, he drove through New York with me and called it, look at them blacks. Oh, look at this and that. I mean, that's secondhand. You can't trust anything. That guy's out to destroy Trump for some reason because he's going to prison, obviously, and he wants to get it lessened in any way. He actually said Cohen that he would love to have it reduced even more, and he got it reduced a lot just for going along with Lanny Davis and Hillary Clinton's plan of trashing Trump. He's a Republican racist. He's a bigot. He's a homophobe. He hates Muslims, gays, Jews. He hates black people. He hates Latinos. I mean, who's always leveling these charges? Ralph Northam leveled charges against his opponent for governor, Ed Gillespie, calling him a racist. Ran videos about Gillespie being a racist, when there's no proof of that. But who was the real racist all along? Northam. And if Virginia, you know, the president of the university, the head coach, I'm sure some other people behind the scene on the board of governors or whatever are going to all decide what to do here. My guess, they'll try not to be seen with Northam, but somehow it'll happen, and only a few will decide to go to the White House. So go Virginia, because I want to see this scenario happen. If Virginia wins tonight, then this serious sentiment will actually be something to look back on, because like I said, it's 7:44 Central Time. That game starts in about 20 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching Serious Sentiments. And the sunset. Thanks for watching, everybody.